From the 1011 Alert Center, this is Star City Buzz. Sponsored by Opulent Nail and Spa. Luxury nails held to a higher standard.
Hi, everyone. Bill Rentschler alongside Danielle Schenk in the 1011 Now Alert Center for another edition of Star City Buzz. And Danny, there's a lot.
There is a lot. It was really hard to narrow down the list here this week because, no joke, it's hard. There's just so much going on.
Just keep scrolling it. And when I'm looking at the list, it just...
Yeah, and you think, oh, this is a big event. Oh, this is a big event. And, like, it just kept adding.
And, like, we're obviously everything in here is mainly Lincoln, but, like, College World Series is this week.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
A busy time for sure, and on top of that, some people having weddings as well.
Yeah.
I'm going home this weekend to dog sit, so my mom can go to a wedding. But on top of all that, it is Star City Pride here this weekend because it is Pride Month. So Star City Pride is an organization in Lincoln that's putting on quite a few events throughout the weekend. On Friday at Woods Park, all ages are welcome. It's free entry. You can head over to the park and just, hang out, have a nice little fun time. Then Saturday morning outside of the state capitol around 10 a.m., they'll be having a parade. This is also all ages welcome, open to the public. Then Pride in the Street later that day, starting at noon, it'll be at Doss House. There'll be a $15 entry for kids under 10 get in for free, and then it'll be 19 plus after 6 o'clock. Then on Sunday, it's a Pride brunch over at Tavern on the Square. Doors will open at noon for that, but it is a $30 entry. And so they'll have catering from Lila Mae's Kitchen, and if you haven't been there, it is fantastic. They have got one of the best salads I've ever had in my entire life from at that place, and it's just like
go for that. Just go for the salad.
Yeah, literally, it's so good, and it's just like your regular like ranch salad.
Yeah,
but it's
slaps.
They know what they're doing.
So obviously, yeah, tons of things happening there this weekend for Pride Month, and also Bananas have been taking over Lincoln. We have the Bananas at Haymarket Park Thursday evening, and then we have the Bananas in Memorial Stadium Saturday evening. But you also have a chance to meet the Bananas Friday over at Shields.
Yeah, and so since we're kind of recording this ahead of Friday, they do have a meet and greet over at one of the Dunkins here in Lincoln. We have that on our website, and if you're one of the first like 250, you get free coffee for a year if you go meet them. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. There's probably stipulations around that, but like it had free coffee for a year with a little asterisk around it. So, take that for what that is. But
one coffee per week.
Yeah, probably something like that. But hey, free coffee is a free coffee.
Yeah.
And just like a crunchy leaf is a crunchy leaf.
That's right. 100%.
And so that's an opportunity. You can meet them in the morning if you have time available. But if you're at work, kids are busy, maybe at a date camp or whatever, you can head over to Shields Friday night and meet the Savannah Bananas and some of the firefighters.
And get some merch.
But I think they have a hard out time of about 8:30 or so. But at the same time, go get some autographs, get some merch, and then you can go listen to some live music out on the green space at South Point as City Limits is going to perform. I also want to mention that at South Point they'll have Chalk the Walk a little bit earlier at 4:30, and so that's where you can create some sidewalk art, have some food, treats, more live music, and so we'll have that linked as well in some details. But then for the Savannah Bananas, the ump, I don't know if you've seen the umpire and videos and stuff like that, some of the things that he does. Vinny,
Is he the guy in the yellow tux or whatever?
He's considered the dancing ump.
Oh.
So he does some fun things. He's actually going to be over at the Howler Comedy Club putting on a show at 7 o'clock on Friday.
Gosh.
So, and there's a lot happening around the Savannah Bananas for sure. And I spoke with Aaron Pembleton from the UNL Police Department, and he expects... it's a sold-out event, and I asked, did you close some of the upper bowl of Memorial Stadium? No, it's going to be like a full event, just like the Garth Brooks concert, just like Volleyball Day in Nebraska. So they're expecting thousands of people in attendance for this Savannah Bananas game. But, of course, Bill has to have some weather come roll through, but maybe we'll have the dome.
It does look like now maybe we're trending. Again, we're recording this Thursday evening here, so this is as of Thursday evening, trending maybe more towards maybe some morning thunderstorms and then clearing out for the evening. So we'll keep our fingers crossed there.
I know that they would love that, if they even have to just push the gates back. He mentioned just a little gate time back before the game starts. But if you need to stay tuned to the social media of the Savannah Bananas and UNL to get any updates, because we know it's kind of hard to get the message out when there's weather. There was
It can be tough.
some
with the-
issues with the Zach Bryan concert, but doing what they can.
And so with that, maybe the earlier in the day thunderstorms that could impact other events, which one of them would be over at Antelope Park at the Veterans Memorial Garden. They're having a brick dedication, and then they're also having the Veterans Freedom Music Festival. This is through a good chunk of the day on Saturday.
Yeah. So the brick dedication, I think, starts at 10:30, but the music and festival art show part of it is from 11 to 4. And so, of course, there'll be fun activities out there. No cost to attend this event, but you can bring canned foods for a free will donation for the Food Bank of Lincoln. So supporting a good cause while also supporting the veterans. But this Bricks of Honor dedication, let's see, recognizes veterans whose family and friends have purchased a dedication brick over the past 2 years for the Veterans Memorial Garden. So it kind of commemorates the founding of that garden.
There you go. And then also happening, this will be a fun event. This is going to be Sunday from 11 to 5 over at Deer Springs Winery. They have their 18th annual Wine and Howl. This is to help support the Lincoln Animal Ambassadors.
And so organizers were recently on the 4 o'clock show, brought in little puppy BB.
BB
just
was
the
so
cutest.
adorable.
And so we
Pitbull
have that.
Corgi mix, probably like, I don't know, like 8, 12 weeks old, something like that. It was so little.
Just fits, right here
Yep.
in your little, yeah. And so we have that interview on our website if you want to check that out, and some more details about the event, as they're hoping to get more cats and dogs adopted here out of the city of Lincoln, find some new homes for them. Then also happening on Sunday is Cars at the Stars over at the Icebox.
So cars on the ice. This is it's both inside and outside. So, but they have raffles, prizes, concessions, and it's free.
I'll be interested to see what that would look like if they actually do get the vehicles onto the ice rink, because I doubt it's a situation where you melt all of the ice.
I mean, I don't know if there's still any ice in the ice box. I don't
They
know.
melted it.
I mean,
but
maybe.
like, don't
I mean,
they have?
the stars are done? But
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they
know.
have the free skating events, or
I
is
mean,
that not at?
Is that at Breslow? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's it. That is at.
So who knows? You have to go and find out and
Yeah.
report back.
I mean, it would be pretty cool if you got some cars on the ice. But anyway, it is a one-of-a-kind setting, is what they're calling it, for car enthusiasts and families alike. And so they said that there will be some movies, music, live interviews throughout the day with the Stars PA announcer, Craig Estudio, along with some raffle prizes and trophies awarded to some standout vehicles. So a fun time over there on Sunday. Some sports-related events that I know we had to stop somewhere, and unfortunately we cut out some of the sports ones, but we're still going to highlight them. Obviously, it's time for the World Cup here in the U.S., and so there's some watch parties that are going to be happening throughout the time that this runs. And so over at the Rail Yard, they'll be hosting a watch party for U.S. soccer taking on Paraguay. That'll be at 8 o'clock on Friday.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned just sports, and I said, but obviously College World Series obviously happening,
Yes.
and so expect probably just really poor traffic.
Yeah.
And obviously the College World Series is in Omaha, but I know even some of the hotels in Lincoln with the Bananas in town, plus the College World Series up in Omaha, the hotels are basically completely all booked up. So
And there was another, I thought I had that somewhere. There is, throughout the entire time, there's a local bar that's going to be just showing all of the games until the World Cup is over here in Lincoln. So that's a fun time as well. And Volleyball 101. So if you've ever wondered what the coaches are actually seeing during a match, what they're kind of looking for, Nebraska volleyball assistant coach Brennan Hager is going to be doing a little film breakdown and talking about some in-game decisions, things like that. He's one of the assistant coaches that coaches the middles, so you'll see him talking a lot to Andy Jackson. Or Brianna Cogill, Manayo Obeche, some of the new freshmen that are coming in. So some opportunities to learn about sports there. Let's see.
Horseshoe tournament over at the Indian Center Sunday morning. That's kind of sports.
Okay, match day at Miller Time Pub and Grill. That's where they'll be showing because I wanted to make sure I got that in when they're going to be hosted. It's a fun atmosphere over there to be watching those games, because I think they have the country flags up and everything. And so, it's a fun time for soccer fans to be watching that. But the Lincoln Outdoor Movie Series is going to be doing cars over at the airport. So we just had a question of the day. We have a little whiteboard here at work that asked, does Lightning McQueen have car insurance or health insurance? That's a big question.
It's an unknowable answer.
So if you see this and you're like, I want to put my guess in, you can email this Star City Buzz email that we have on there, so we can
Let us know what you think.
Add to the tally. But of course, farmers market's still going on. There's some henna by hand spoken fair trade that it goes on kind of next to the farmers markets. Dinner Detective back at the Lincoln Marriott Cornhusker Hotel. So, whether you want to go to any of those big events, big name events that we've been talking about, or maybe some smaller, more hidden ones like that Dinner Detective, no shortage of events here this week.
No. So make sure you check out the full list on 1011now.com. Pick a couple fun things to go out and do. And I think the weather outside of maybe that thunderstorm chance Saturday morning, weather should be pretty nice for it. So hope everyone. Oh my gosh. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to 1011 Star City Buzz, sponsored by Opulent Nail and Spa. Luxury nails held to a higher standard. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.